So my HLA project was on blood donations because basically around the time when I was applying, there was quite a bit in the news about patients with sickle cell disease who maybe hadn't received the care that they should have done when they were in hospital, leading to death. And there was also a lot about shortages within hospitals, so amber alerts based on like just not having enough red blood cells or other blood products, which obviously can impact patient care. So I decided to aim my project at, oh, sorry, I don't know why it's changing before I press change. I decided to aim my project at kind of encouraging blood donations, especially from minority populations, because that is where some huge demand comes from. And there's also specific blood types that you find in certain minority groups that are really important, especially in chronic conditions such as sickle cell disease or thalassemia, where you need multiple blood transfusions over your lifetime. So my project initially, when I started out, was going to be engaging with groups at my university, such as like the ACS and other societies that I thought could be useful, and then also engaging with the NHS blood and transplant team to see if we could sort of share information on blood transfusions with the communities within my university and also encourage blood donations with a final goal of being able to host a blood donation event where people would be able to donate blood either on campus or at um, locations available in the area. However, this did change quite significantly with the amount of burden. Apologies again, I don't know why it's still changing before I press change. But this changed quite significantly alongside the demands of my final year of med school and also the limitations that were in place from NHS Blood and Transplant and the societies within my university. So, one issue I did have was engagement with societies at my uni. They weren't as keen on taking part in the project as I would have hoped they would have been. So I had to pivot and decided to aim it more generally to just university medical students. And I was able to engage with our Raising and Giving Society to help me sort of facilitate the hosting of an event. And then also struggles with NHS Blood and Transplant, where there actually wasn't capacity to be able to hold a blood donation event where people could actually give blood. So the event changed to more kind of highlighting the need for donations within student populations and then also holding a what is your blood type event where people would be able to come find out their blood type and also register to be a blood donor at the same time and be educated on the needs of the NHS for more blood donors. Um, so, like I said, I engaged with my Raising and Giving Society, and we were able to organise alongside the medical school to host the event at one of our uni facilities. And we ran a campaign, sort of advertising the event to other medical students, encouraging them to attend. And at the end of the project, we were able to get about over 100 attendees to sign up to be new blood donors, which was deemed a success from NHS Blood and Transplant. So we were incredibly happy with that. Like I said, my and like others have said as well, there is a lot of sort of flexibility within what happens to your project over the course of the HLA. So mine started very ambitiously, but on discussion with cohort directors and even other people in my cohort as well, I was able to mold it into something that I was still proud of at the end of the day, and that did make a tangible difference. And having talked to the NHS Blood and Transplant, they were really keen to continue hosting events at my university within other faculties as well. So yeah, it ended up really well. And more generally, speaking of my HLA experience, I found it really great being part of such an inspiring community of people, as you've seen from the other projects that people have mentioned here today. everyone's doing really incredible things, and it was just great to sort of be a witness to that and also learn from them on a one-to-one basis when you're able to engage a lot more informally than you would be in other settings. And it was also a great opportunity to learn a lot from the cohort days that we had, where people would come and give really good workshops that would give us things that we can take and implement into our projects as they're developing. And finally, just the wider HLA community. Even after finishing my scholarship year, there have been events where you're still able to meet with HLA scholars, such as conferences, and network with them and learn about what people are still doing and also develop yourself as well. So I would highly recommend being part of the HLA scholarship program. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them as well.